25. It'll be Brett Crowther from Belchertown.
Scheduled to start alongside will be Michael Hopkins, driving car number 78.
Then in car number 31, it is car number 31 for Noah Corder, as he is in the Mid-State Site Development car.
Mikey Flynn, car number 24. Teddy Hodgson, the 28. Devin O'Connell, the 43. Glenn Cornier, the 11. And Ryan DeCandia. 3 wide, Matt, as he goes for the lead.
And the winner of that battle is Noah Corder, as he survives the 3 wide scenario. Little contact between Flynn and Hopkins. Hopkins is able to recover, and in fact, it helps push him into second place.
Hopkins looks racy, moves into second. All of a sudden, here comes the 24 car, and he'll make a bid for it. The hood on the 24 car is starting to jingle loose, as you can see it, but he still holds on and sets the 3rd spot. 4th is a side-by-side battle, and Teddy Hodgson has won that. Devin O'Connell is not in contention among the top 4 yet.
And now it's Glenn Corder trying to get a spot away from Ryan DeCandia. And DeCandia wins that battle sideways and turned around in the corner is Devin O'Connell. So O'Connell is in trouble bringing out the yellow.
That is something we usually do not see in this division here at Stafford.
Though he has had very few hiccups this year. 7 wins, has a point lead. And he said it would mean a lot for him to be a champion at Stafford Motor Speedway.
So the field is now single file as they continue to check the racing surface and double check things. Matt, let's explain to the fans what they do. It's a little bit different than what we normally see here, and we've just been told from Race Central the 24 car is going to have to pit because the hood has literally peeled off the car, and the official cannot take the hood off the machine. That is the rules and regulations.
Yeah, so he is going to have to go to the sidelines. Now you see the code, which is on the front straightaway. You see that code, and the reason for it is it determines the restart lineup, and you see the code now being put out in the opposite quarter. Now, when the leader crosses that code, he determines whether he wants to go inside or outside. Then it's up to the second place guy to determine what he wants to do, inside or outside. You just saw Hopkins decide to go inside, so he gave up second, and Teddy Hodgson, who was 3rd, is able to get to the outside of the front row.
Now, I know a little secret. How do you know all of that? Because you had a special guest.
Special guests.
And they told you how it worked.
Yeah, Devin O'Connell and Teddy Hodgson were on the TV show Stories from Victory Lane, and they explained it to us.
Here comes the green. No explaining this, because these guys are going for the money. Meanwhile, Hopkins' machine got heavy on the binders as the 31 car of Noah Connor quickly takes over the lead, but Teddy Hodgson is reeling him in, and a surprise maybe is Ryan DeCandia out of Champlin, Connecticut with that 68 car.
Yeah, he is up in the rarefied atmosphere in 3rd place, doing a good job. Teddy Hodgson, the champion Sparks Bugs, number 28 car, looking for room on the inside, but Noah Corder has a lot of confidence tonight, but here comes Hodgson. He has the inside path, and once again, it is Corder who shuts him down.
Hodgson now tries a little different strategy. The last time, he made a bid for it to the bottom of turn number 1. Now he runs in the tire tracks of the 31 of Noah Connor. They are nose to tail, bumper to bumper. Oh, all of a sudden we get one around.
Crowther, as he is in the 4th quarter, pointed in the wrong direction. So trouble for the 25 car, and the yellow comes out. So you see that number 25 in serious disarray.
Fastest car on the racetrack, Matt, we should point out, is Devin O'Connell with a 15.179 with the 43 car that currently sets in the 4th spot.
But on the last lap, he came out of turn number 4 in that car. A little bit of caffeine twitch. So a stutter step for that number 43 car. So he might be having some handling issues. Devin O'Connell is probably the biggest fan of code races that there is. He says he loves these code races because it gives the drivers an opportunity to do a little gambling.
Well, let's Let's see if that gambling is going to pay off.
See, this time Teddy Hodgson decides he would rather be on the inside. So moving up from second to third is Ryan DeCandia.
Now remember, Ryan DeCandia started this event in the 8th position. Okay, they're doubled up and ready. Let's see what's going to happen. Is again, Rich Keeter stares him down, gives him the old evil eye. And Noah Connor again quickly jumps out into the lead. But look at Ryan DeCandia, man. That's the best we've seen him run in quite some time.
Yeah, he stayed up in second for a long time, and now Hodgson is able to wrestle the spot away, making a strong move on the inside is Devin O'Connell. So O'Connell moves up into the top four, for top three. At the front of the field is Noah Corder, and a good battle at the end of the field between Glenn Corder and Brett Crowther.
No question about it, Teddy Hodgson is again setting up his strategy, Matt. His strongest suit in the racetrack seems to be going into turn number 1. Let's see down the back straightaway. Noah Connor continues to try to shake off Hodgson. There's the opportunity to get to the inside. Will it pay off, Matt, in turn 1?
As he is trying to whiplash his way into the lead, Teddy Hodgson, car number 28, he can't get to the lead just yet. Now he is going to make another pit for as they swirl off the corner. They come together, and Noah Corder spins around into turn number 4.
And moving to the front of the class, Devin O'Connell as the 31 car set stranded coming off turn number 4. You talk about the highs and lows of motorsports. That was a perfect example as car 31, the leader of the event, it caught in the crossfire there as well. Don't forget, next Friday night, the Valente Modified Racing Series comes to the Stafford Motor Speedway for its 3rd and final visit as the point battle continues to heat up as they come from the state of Maine on Oxford 250 weekend. Tomorrow come back to the Stafford Motor Speedway. And this event is crucial in the point battle for the championship quest of the Valente Modified Series, and we want you here to witness the excitement. Tickets are family priced $27.50, $5 6 to 14, 5 and under admitted absolutely free. Reserve seats are $30. Those are the VIP yellow seats directly in front of Broadcast Central. Get your tickets tonight. Bring a friend. But be here for next Friday night.
Well, it's going to be Michael Hopkins promoted to the front row alongside Devin O'Connell. Hodgson is at the rear of the field. And let's see what transpires on this double file restart.
We are halfway to Matt.
Devin O'Connell usually pretty good on these double file restarts. Let's see if he continue his progress, and it looks like he does, as he is able to pea shooter his way back into the lead.
There's no question about it. Hopkins tries to, well, get hooked up to hang there with him, and all of a sudden, Glenn Connor, car number 11, he's come from the back of the pack as he tries to stay with Ryan DeCandia, who moves into the 3rd spot.
It looks like Ryan DeCandia needs a couple of laps to get that car up to speed, and then he is a speeding bullet. So car number 68 having one of his best runs, and they are scrapping at the rear of the field, Brett Crowther and Ted Hodgson.
Teddy Hodgson trying to make his presence known. The problem is Hodgson's has a car that works better on the inside than the outside, and he hasn't been able to get to the bottom of the racetrack. But out in front, Devin O'Connell, the leader, 13 laps of 20 now complete. Devin O'Connell, fastest car in the racetrack.
And here comes Crowther trying to make a move against Glenn Corder, the brother of Noah, and he made it look easy. So Crowther is able to move into the top 5. But at the front of the field and extending his lead is Devin O'Connor. We have seen him do this before. In fact, we have seen him do it 7 times before.
And the clock is ticking and time is running out. And Devin O'Connell is a rocket. But look at Noah Connor. He is down underneath and challenging Michael Hopkins in that 78 car. Car 31. The Queen is rising to the top. He's up to 2nd, and Hopkins is staying right there with him.
Yeah, Hopkins trying to get on the podium, and I think Noah Corder has cornered the market in tenacity as he has battled back. It is Crowther still holding off Teddy Hodgson, but at the front of the field, the ringleader of the circus is Devin O'Connell in car number 43, looking for his 8th win of the season.
He is really racy at the point, and Noah Connor has come from the back of the pack and is trying to close up the gap as the popsicle sticks are up from Rich Keeter. Final 2 circuits coming up. Meanwhile, Teddy Hodgson is also coming to the front, but it looks like time is running out as he has now moved into the 5th spot. His next target becomes Ryan DeCandia with that number 68 car. White flag is out, 1 lap to go.
And it's a Madison machine gun. Devin O'Connell out in front by a hefty margin over Noah Corner. Here he comes, flying into turn number 4 for the final time.
There's no question about it. He is on top of his game and winning form. Devin O'Connell will take down the win. Noah Connor will finish in 2nd. Michael Hopkins will finish in the 3rd position. 4th position goes to Ryan DeCandia.